night 273. I'm going to start with a Chris Williamson quote. Motivational speaker, podcaster, fellow that I respect and listen to every now and again. He says, "You don't gain confidence by shouting affirmations in the mirror, but you gain confidence by having a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. Outwork your self-doubt." What does he mean by that? Showing up every single day and truly becoming the person that you have aspired to be. The person that you have made excuses about becoming, the priorities that you've put off to the side for year after year. When you can finally wake up and look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm actually going to become that person that I've aspired to be. And then you put in the work. You actually put it in. You start stacking day after day after day. Then, it's only then when you create that undeniable proof. It's no lying to yourself or just acting like you are that guy. But instead, if you just actually put in the work when no one's watching, even when you don't feel like it, but day after day after day after day, when you actually put in that kind of work, then you become that person. Then you create that stack of undeniable proof that you are who you actually aspire to be. You are who you say you are at that point. So you got to outwork your self-doubt. It's not about just trying to hype yourself up or trying to get motivated day after day. Motivation burns quick. Can't just work off motivation. I'm so past that point in my life. I used to try to get hyped up and motivated to do things. Now I know it's not even about motivation at all. It's about discipline. It's about showing up when you feel like it or when you don't. So again, confidence is not shouting affirmations in the mirror, but it's creating an undeniable proof by putting in the work so you actually become who you say you are. Having said that, I'll read a couple verses from Proverbs chapter 3 tonight. We'll read verses 25 and 26. It says, "Have no fear of sudden disaster or the ruin that overtakes the wicked, for the Lord will be at your side and will keep your foot from being snared." I'll read that one more time. "Have no fear of sudden disaster or of the ruin that overtakes the wicked, for the Lord will be at your side and will keep your foot from being snared." I know I live off of just discipline and speaking about discipline, but at the root of any discipline or anything that I or we can accomplish in this world, it has to be because of God. There's no way that I myself could have just picked me out of some of the pits that I've fallen into in the past, or could have sustained me when I didn't even think I could make it through one more day. Like that why, because we always say, he who knows his why can bear almost any how. Like when that why is truly Jesus, as it says here, "For the Lord will be at your side and will keep your foot from being snared." And when you know that God is your why and you are a vessel for Christ, and you know that he's going to be with you, you can walk through this life with so much confidence that you're not going to stay in the pit. You might fall and you might be in the valley every now and again, but you know that the Lord's provision will prevail and he will pull you out of that. So chase God's purpose for your life. Have discipline. Create an overwhelming amount of evidence by just putting in the work, as that Chris Williamson said, quote said. And then you'll become not only who you really desire to be, but you'll become who God made you to be. Day 273.